While the scrapbooking aisles are diminishing, one area in particular of the craft store, it's exploding. At least at my local Michael's store, you almost trip over the large displays of product supplies for the new kind of paper planner. Despite the term, from what I can tell, the new personal planner is less of a schedule keeper, more of sort of a journal meets scrapbook hybrid. It's a memory collection system that makes sense for many people out there. Georgiana Hall is here to help sort out the options and help you know if this memory keeping method is for you. It's great to have you.
Thank you.
So why are we calling it a planner if it's not really a planner?
Well, because you are planning, and there's so many different ways that you can do this. The planner thing is like exploding. You can go on Instagram and like hashtag planner and like crazy stuff is happening. It's amazing.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah.
I have to admit, I'm a pretty paper lover, right?
Yes.
Stationery, note cards. When this first started to emerge on the scene, I thought, oh, it's kind of a marketing way to kind of exploit that pretty paper obsession. But women are really getting into the functionality of this.
Yes. I totally gravitated to it when I saw what people were doing, pulling out their stash of their stickers and their paper and meshing it into this. So it's kind of like a scrapbook, but not as encumbersome as a scrapbook.
What should we look for then when selecting this planner / journal?
Well, I have my staples. I like to be creative, and so when I was choosing my planner, I was very careful about what I wanted.
It's a process, isn't it?
It is.
You get to be picky.
So I wanted to be able to be creative with it. Some of those out there, they're just plain leather planners. I wanted something that I could color and be artistic. See, this is a blank one that you can actually draw and do your own doodles on.
Which may appeal to some people, but you wanted kind of the more beautiful, artsy, inspiring.
Yes, so these ones are ones that were already pre-printed that I could actually just color in. I didn't have to draw myself. The other thing that you have to have is good quality paper, because some of those planners out there have really thin, like tissue paper, and your ink is just going to bleed right through and you won't be happy with it.
Especially if you're using markers or all the fun colors that tap into the creative side of this.
Exactly. So this is a higher quality paper. It's almost like a scrapbook paper because you can draw on it with a Sharpie and it's not going to bleed through on the back side.
Okay, so look for that as well.
Yes.
All these inserts are what add to the creative play, the creative fun. So what are you reaching for on a day-to-day basis as you're dabbling in this?
As I'm dabbling in this, I am reaching for the stickers, I'm reaching for the washi, I'm reaching for my watercolors. You can see right here I have actually watercolored the divider, the November in here. And so I'm reaching for all those creative ways. And you really don't, that's an extreme jump. You can just use a black Sharpie if you want.
Do you like this 3-ring setup?
I love the 3-ring setup. That is a must as you're looking for your planner because that allows you to open it up to add ticket stubs or memorabilia into your planner and be able to rearrange things that you need to.
So with that memorabilia, those ticket stubs and whatnot, do you want a pocket page then or some sort of a folder?
Absolutely. So you can actually just use a hole punch to put your memorabilia in, or you can actually take your pattern paper, just fold it, run some glue around the side, and then you actually have a pocket that you can stick stuff in and out of.
Nice. So you're keeping up with that. So the journaling side of it.
Yes.
You're keeping up with the memories that are playing into your day-to-day. Well, a lot of people, and I see a few examples here, working photos into this as well. That's where the scrapbooking component comes in. How can you print pictures that are appropriately sized?
Okay, so I have two of my favorite printers that I brought today.
Okay.
My very favorite is the Instax. It's a little pricier.
Little pocket printer. It's so cute.
It's so cute, and it's different than their actual camera because that one you can't choose what photos you want. It prints out exactly what you take.
Right? Okay.
This is still the Polaroid, but you can choose from your camera or your phone what pictures that you want to print onto it.
So your phone is speaking to the smartphone printer, and then the images are coming from there.
And it comes out as a Polaroid.
Oh, cute.
And they're like the perfect size to add into these planners.
Yeah, they're just mini. It's like they were made for this, right?
So you can just put them right into those.
And these become part of the journaling side of it, the scrapbooking side of it.
Yes.
Okay, you mentioned two of your favorite printers. What's the second one?
Okay, my second favorite is the Canon Selfie. This one actually prints out onto a 4x6.
Oh.
And the way you get your photos to come up like that is using one of those collage picture apps that you can have on your phone. I use PicStitch.
Okay.
And so you can choose what grid that you want your photos to come up. This is a 3-way, this one is a 4-way.
We're looking at a 4-way right here.
Okay, and then you want to choose the 4x6. You can see how I have it circled there.
Okay.
The 4x6 printing, because that is the paper that we're printing it onto.
We're printing it on a 4x6 photo
and that is what comes out right here.
And you can work through the collage, you can work different sized photos into this one sized paper. That's brilliant.
Yes.
And then you cut them up and place them appropriately.
Exactly.
I love it. I love it. All right, and tell me how this, from a practical standpoint, how does this fit into real life? Is this a hobby that you're doing, like you're carving out an hour of your day sitting at your kitchen table, or are you really on the go working this into your day?
Okay, so you can really do this two ways. This is a spread right here that I'm showing you my shopping list. I'm showing you what I'm doing, my date night. And then the brilliant part is that then later you can go back and add your pictures. So see, this was date night. I have my to-dos on the back side. I just added a little washi and then added my photo on later.
Okay, so it's kind of a come and go.
Yes, so you can do it that way. Or the second way is you can actually use it as a journal. So maybe it's a weekly thing that you do, or maybe it's daily. This is my November, so I want to do a gratitude list. So see, I have the different things of what I'm grateful for that I'm starting this month. The great thing about adding your photo with washi is that you can turn it up and you can keep journaling behind so that you don't have to glue it in.
I do like the flow as you go kind of approach, right? I'm thinking of my own system at home. You print the pictures when I even get to it, and then write on the back, and then hope one day I'll put them in a book and then write on the book. It's all in one place.
Yes.
So that's kind of convenient.
Now my favorite thing is, like you said, I don't really have time for that. Well, think of it maybe just weekly. Maybe this is a perpetual binder that you're going to use for 3 years. And so it's kind of like those Facebook memories that pop up.
Which I love.
Yes,
I love those.
Yes, and so that's kind of what your binder is going to be, is that you can do 1 week and then the next year you come back and add the next and the next.
Are you at a point now where you can reflect back yet, or are you still kind of in the middle of it?
I'm still kind of in the middle.
Okay.
But I definitely have blank spaces to go back and add later years.
And add later on. All right, great tutorial, great insight into this new planning, scrapbooking, memory keeping trend. Where do we get these planners?
These are from Adorn It, so adornit.com. And I know that we also have a booth at Pinners Conference this weekend.
Oh, fun, you'll be there as well. It is the place to be. It is the party. So you can stop by the booth there this weekend or get you online as well?
Yes.
All right, Georgiana, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Super fun.